Greetings from Texas Motor Speedway on NR2003 with the Camping World Truck Series. You're watching the Smithers Racing channel for the third Truck Series race of NR2009. Since I've taken ownership of this number 80 truck, we have had some serious luck, but also some really fast Ram trucks to put us in some positions to snatch the first two trophies of the year, stealing them from all the Camping World regulars. My streak could very well end this evening here at Texas. It's our first mile-and-a-half track on the short Truck Series schedule I got for 2009. Only 10 races. We're on race number 3 already. The last time that we ran the trucks at this track was the full night race back in 2008. The series was labeled under Craftsman, and I cleaned out Matt Crafton. My goal is to complete all the laps tonight and keep the truck clean. And if we can do all those, that's an A+ for me. If you like what you see and you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. I post my NR2003 career at least once a week or multiple times a week if I can get races pushed out in time. And we're on a long 20+ season virtual career trying to catch up to the modern days of NASCAR in 2025. Also, please leave a like on this video because I'm a September baby and that means my parents had a really good time on Christmas. Probably had bad news on New Year's though, because I wasn't expected. Back-to-back race weekends where I'm running all 3 races in the top 3 series of the NASCAR sport. We have the Camping World Truck Series tonight, the NASCAR Nationwide Series tomorrow night, same facility, a little bit more laps added to that event, and then we're going to switch it to daylight, and hopefully I can find a 2013 version of this track that's day by the same creator. I don't have it installed in NR 2003 yet, but hopefully by the Cup race we'll have it figured out. And speaking of Cup stars, they knocked out the entire front row of this truck race tonight. Kevin Harvick driving in the number 2, and Kyle Busch in that 51. From what I've seen during practice and throughout most of this weekend, those are going to be the 2 guys battling for the victory tonight for the, I don't even know what the weapon is for the truck series. I know it was a repeater in the Nationwide Series, 6 shooters in the Cup Series. I don't know for this race, but at least they're going to get a cowboy hat out of it. Mr. Carolina Cowboy himself is in 14th. Austin Dillon is in the field tonight. He wears a cowboy hat anyway, so he could just double stack them in victory lane. Got Brad Keselowski in the field tonight, driving for his own team for the very first time, trying to debut that 29 truck. He's in 21st, not a great qualifying start, but might see him kind of work his way into the teens. With the struggles that we had in the short tracks the last couple of weeks with how the AI was racing, I really cracked down on trying to bring up the AI, like the vehicles, to get the ratings a lot higher and a lot closer together. So you see our qualifying times were pretty damn close. I'm hoping that mimics in the race and we have like a decent spread out strong race. As you can see, there are more trucks up here that are competing for the win and are a lot closer together, so that means I did not even qualify in the top 10. I'm gonna have a lot more competition to try and get through, to push through to the front, and I don't even know if I'm gonna crack the top 5 today because I couldn't even do it in practice. I've backed my bony skeleton ass into the first 2 wins of this Camping World Truck Series season so far at Daytona and at Martinsville. I don't know if the Lone Star State is going to be my lucky star tonight, but it might be for some of the other Cup Series stars that have dropped down here and trying to get a one-off victory. Harvick definitely needs a momentum boost for the season. The rest of the starting grid, let's look on down here, and the field does start fall off by a couple of seconds from the pole sitter that got 30 to dead last. It's only like a 3.7 second gap, so as I'm saying, I'm hoping the field stays relatively spread out and close together throughout this 51 lap race. Only gonna have one maybe 2 pit stops to figure out if we can time it right, or if a caution comes out somewhere in the middle of the race, maybe we can save some fuel. But here's the rest of your starting grid and the rest of the drivers where they've qualified. We got Chrissy Wallace in the field, Max Pappas making a start. I don't think they were in the last race. I'm ready to get strapped in this number 80 Best Buy Dodge. It's coming up pretty quick, but the SRX series is definitely around the corner. When the Coca-Cola 600, you know, we're getting closer to that weekend race, and I'll be booted out of this 80 truck for whoever wins that subscriber series. I know things may have gotten quiet about that, but promise I did not forget about it. We're just trying to get through the season. But yeah, I only got a handful of races left in this 80 truck, and we've been knocking out wins like crazy. Our Texas-sized stats and information for the Truck Series race tonight: 51 laps around the track, full field, 43 trucks, 94% difficulty, and I created this field by myself, and I really jacked up the driver ratings, so that's kind of why the opponent strength, I guess, was down. Carrying on the heavy risk factor that I have every single race of 2009 with leaving the damage level unrealistic. All the flags are on, and for tonight's weather, it's a little bit cloudy, 76° Fahrenheit, and a 3-mile-per-hour wind coming from the north. Watch out, the Nightwalkers might be coming to Texas. Alright, green flag is out in the big Lone Star State of Texas Motor Speedway. I got a good launch, but I couldn't cross down yet. Gonna make a quick move on Michael McDowell, the 4Sport 98 truck. 3 wide into turn 1. I was about to say I got a lot of work to do tonight. Oh, back end got light. We're on the apron. Get her back up here. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, the truck's out of control right now. Woohoo! How did I not get fucking wrecked? Anyway, we're green flag at Texas Motor Speedway, and I just really jacked up the field, and they're wrecking in front of me. the Braun and the fucking 6 of Braun and the 13. I'm all over the track right now. I was so focused on that wreck. We need to get across the line. We're going to lose the spot to the 98 of Michael McDowell. Maybe we crossed the line side by side. I don't know. Yep, he beat me by fucking 0.1 of a second. That's not tenths, that's hundreds. My bad. But man, that was a hell of a fucking lap. And I don't know what I must have had some dirt and debris on my tires because I did not have any grip through 1 and 2. Man, I pounded an energy drink before I hit record. And the start of this lap 1 was not what I needed to set me off for the start of this race. I got a good launch on the 98, dropped her down 3 wide. I wanted to focus on my start of the race here because it was ridiculous. I go into turn 1 hoping the truck's gonna stick, and the rear end just got light on me, and I'm sitting here fighting the truck. Thankfully Michael McDowell gave me a break. Still sideways off of turn 2, and then that stacked everybody up behind me, but that's not where the wreck happened. The wreck happened up there with the 6 and the 13. After everything that was going on with me back there off of turns 1 and 2 on the first lap, I for sure didn't think that the wreck was going to happen here, but Colin Brown, oh, the 13 just clips him right in the right rear quarter panel. I don't know if he was trying to side draft him, but there's also a truck right behind him. It's not like he could have tucked in behind him, and the Shane Sieg fucking T-boned him right in the nose. Took him out. DNF 13 truck Johnny Sauter's out of this race. Damn, hang on to it, Norm. Johnny Sauter's not gonna have any more fun in the sand anymore here in Texas because he is done for the day. Didn't even complete a lap in this 13 truck. He got hooked right up there on the quarter panel with Colin Brown, and he comes back down. Here comes the 93 of Shane Sieg. Everyone was trying to split him, get out of the way, and someone became victim to him and then immediately gets towed into his pit box. A lot of these guys were, well, look at all the trucks going through the infield right now. They're like 4 or 5 wide crossing that caution line. That's right, baby. We got double file restarts back. The Better Caution mod is on for Texas Motor Speedway. All 3 races for all weekend long. We're back going. Another great launch. Oh, I gave him a little bump, gave top 09. We're going to go diving 3 wide again, try to make it move. Hopefully my truck sticks and we don't kick out. We cleared the 30. Still loose. Okay. I don't know why the hell my truck is so loose right now. Maybe we need to get some rubber put down onto the racetrack, and that way I can actually get some grip around the corners. We haven't even really completed the lap yet under green because we had that caution right away. All right, get through 3 and 4. Come on, just get the heat in the tires. Just get heat in the tires. Watch out for David Starr. My 80 truck is not handling good right now, and I'm stuck on the outside. I'm about to get attacked by a lot more other people right now. Come on. Hang around the outside. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Fuck, I tapped the 24. I was drifting down the track. That was a hefty smack to the right side of the 80 truck. Why am I saying the 33? That's what I see. That's not who I'm driving as. And I'm gonna get hit. Okay, thanks Timothy Peters. Thank you very much. This is fantastic. Oh damn, we're done. And we're gonna get hit again, yep. You guys, oh my lord, the Fontaine has been flipped. We're done. We are done.
You're good, so get caught up.
Fucking, I can't see anything. Yeah, that's 65 truck run for a ride. Well, I'm gonna be joining everybody from that first caution right in the infield care center. So I'll see you guys there, and I'll be up in the booth. I really don't know what the hell's going on with my number 80 truck tonight. It was running good in practice, like after I got 1 lap in and some rubber and some heat in the tires, but I could just not get that opportunity. And the 11 truck just shot it right in the middle and spun me right out. I really couldn't do much about that. Then I got hit by the 60, hit by the 29 of Brad Kozlowski, took his debut day. Ooh, he's gonna cost him some money. And then everyone's hitting me. 65 trucks flipping down the front straightaway, a lot of dead graveyard trucks. It's a freaking carnage mess here on the front straightaway of Texas. And that's the worst my truck has ever fucking looked. There's not much that I could really do. I mean, I slid up the track. The 11's diving down in the middle of us. I guess I did. I was loose. I was starting to go sideways, and I was trying to save the truck. Really couldn't get, it saved. The 60 runs into me. Stacy Compton, 29. He gets T-boned by the 7, and then the 15. Oh, everybody, nowhere for people to go. That 65 flipping, from my perspective, was hilarious. But a lot of trucks taken out because of this massive wreck. Because I got sideways off of 4 and couldn't get a break from the 11. Well, this is where we're at for the rest of the race. I've made it up into the commentator's booth here for Texas Motor Speedway. Ron Hornaday Jr. is behind the pace truck as things are getting sorted out here for the one to go. Lights are on the off on the pace truck. See that the 51 of Kyle Busch is down in pit road right now. What's going on with that? Don't know if he's going to be back out in time for the green flag. Problems with the 51, who is a contention winner for this race, and also looks like we're having troubles with the lap trucks getting, or the leaders getting around the lap trucks. So only gonna have like a 4-truck restart here. So we got the 33 of Ron Hornaday Jr. We got the 19 truck, who is in second place right now with no front end, no hood, taking the restart. Kevin Harvick in the 2 truck behind. Here we go. Green flag's back out, and Ron Hornaday Jr. is taking him down here with 40 laps to go on the Craftsman Truck Series. That 19 truck is really holding up that outside lane. Let's see if I can get back there. Oh geez, I forgot how to control this. It's been a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Backing it up. 19 truck. Keeping an eye on this 19 truck right now because he is jacking up the field. Things are getting bad. Looks like trucks are getting around him. They're making their way to the inside, but man, that outside lane's getting stacked up. The 16 of Brian Scott really has fallen and lost a lot of positions. He restarted 4th, finally gets by and around the 19 truck, and he is getting out of harm's way. But I think this guy needs to retire it for sure. He's might get black flagged. He's not keeping up minimum speed too well. As for the front of the pack, we got a fight and a lead change here. Kevin Harvick in the 2 going on the inside of 33 of Ron Hornaday Jr., and he's gonna send her in turns 1 and 2, take the lead, clear the 33, and he's got like a truck length on him already heading down the back straightaway. He is gone. This 2 truck has been fast and hard to beat all weekend long. The only one to really compete has been the 51 of Kyle Busch, who was stuck down pit road when the green flag took place. Harvick is clearing off, and you can barely see the 33 around Hornaday Jr. in frame and picture right now. That 2 truck is gone. Side by side for 3rd place, Matt Crafton and Mike Skinner back there in the 5 truck. Ron Hornaday Jr. still hanging on to 2nd place. Fight here for 2nd place now as the 5 truck goes to the inside. He's looking low, and he's going to try and get by Ron Hornaday Jr. Mike Skinner's coming for 2nd place right now. 33 is going to try and dive down and put a block. Nope. Can't do it. Truck ain't sticking. He's hanging out there, and the 5 truck can't even get up there. He's just hanging on the quarter panel right there next to the 88 truck. This is quite the battle for 2nd place as they're all just letting Harvick take on and pull away here. They're going to see if maybe a 4th truck might get put in here with the 11. Now they've single filed out, going through 2, coming off of 2. 33 still hanging on to 2nd position. Here comes Matt Crafton making a dive down the back straightaway, looking in that Chevrolet bright neon yellow Menards truck, and he takes 2nd place. Matt Crafton is on, and that leaves the door open for Mike Skinner. The 5 truck is also going to pass the 33. Side by side, coming along the front straightaway. Now fight for 3rd place. Mike Skinner in the 5 truck looking low, still trying to get by the 33 around Hornaday Jr. They're still side by side fighting for this position. These trucks have been fast tonight, and they've been putting on a show compared to the last couple of weeks. The field seemed to be kind of a bit wonky and spread out, but now things have been kind of more evened out. The competition, the teams have reined things back in on this 1.5 miles compared to the short tracks where things were really fucked up. As we've ran a few laps under green flag now since that restart, the 81 of Taylor Malsom's looking on the inside for 10th position of Chad McCumbee. That 07 Chevrolet on the outside, and he's going to go blow the doors right off the 07 and get by him going down the back straightaway, slots up next to the wall, back in line, going to look and try and attack, set his sights on his next attacker. And we got a truck stopped in the middle of the racetrack right now. Norm Benning, is that a caution out on the racetrack? Yellow flag? Is that waving? It is. Okay, I saw it. There we go. Caution lights are on the fence. I love that cool effect. I gotta put the creator of this track name somewhere in this video because I love that detail is added into this track. My apologies to Norm Benning. It was not him that was stuck on the racetrack. It was the 89 of Chris Lafferty. And let's see him. Looks like he was trying to come down pit road maybe, or the truck just lost power. I cannot tell from this angle if he's in the gas or not. But he is coming down. Sounds like the truck's still rolling, like the engine still got power in it, and he is just coming to a stop right in the middle. A very dangerous part of 3 and 4. If someone's running that white line, trying to do what Harvick does around 1.5 miles, like they would have freaking taken him out. Luckily, everybody was running up on the second groove there, just off the white line. No one's gonna hit him before he gets towed off the track. Whew, man, that's close. And once again, Kyle Busch in the 51, I believe, is out of this race for some reason. I'm gonna have to look back and see what happened to the 51. No physical damage onto that truck, but maybe a mechanical failure. Caution on lap 17, that could open the door for pit stops. We see the 2 truck of Kevin Harvick looking, pit road's open, he's coming down. Any takers? Oh, Crafton and Skinner staying out. Ron Hornaday Jr., a bunch of other people coming down. The 11, the 3 of Austin Dillon, the 30, Michael McDowell, plenty of other people. Pit road's gonna be busy. Did a nice look of everyone coming off of pit road. It's going to be Harvick first, Ron Hornaday Jr. second. Got to remember, 2 trucks stayed out as far as I know so far. The 89 of Chris Lafferty is probably a lap down. Then here comes the 11, the 3 Austin Dillon, 30 of Todd Bodine, Michael McDowell, Taylor Malsom, 24 David Starr, 17 Brian Scott in the 16. There was a truck I missed there, I know, but that's most of your top 10 coming off the track and restarting there for yeah, but the 88 stayed out, as well as the 5 and the 07. 3 trucks stayed out. Inside lanes kind of taking their time getting set up here for the restart, but Mike Skinner's ready to go. You better watch out so he doesn't get black flagged here by NASCAR. Make sure he lets that 88 truck by, and we're gonna take the green flag from the perspective of the flag stand. Here we go. I keep saying Craftsman. Camping World Truck Series is back underway. Matt Crafton and Mike Skinner and Harvick, who took a pit stop, already cleared the 07. I don't know why he even stayed out, but these 3 are taking off from the rest of the field. Where is the rest of the field? Okay, they're back there. Harvick's coming, he's looking to the inside, he's past the 5 of Mike Skinner, he's looking to the inside of, nope, he's not quite to the inside yet of the 88, but he is by Mike Skinner. Second place, the 2 truck is there. Harvick is wanting this victory very badly. He needs some momentum going into the Cup Series and into the Nationwide Series. This might be his triple header weekend over me. I'm already out of it. Here he is, nose back bumper right to the, you know, the 88 Menards Crafton. I'm having a hard time putting fucking words together. I'm great for the job of the commentator's booth, right? That's why I'm a driver. Anyway, looking by, Crafton still hanging onto the lead, nose to tail, 1st through 5th. Got the 2 truck of Kevin Harvick now peeking the nose down and bringing it right to the white line, and Crafton shuts the door on them. They are so close nose to tail right now for 1 and 2. The 5 truck back in 3rd place. Harvick's looking again, but he can't quite do it. Got Mike Skinner in the 5 kind of falling back, and then here fighting for 4th place side by side is the 11 of Timothy Peters, I think, or no, TJ Bell, my bad. The 17 is Timothy Peters, the 30 of Todd Bodine. I'm slowly getting familiar with these truck names of 2009 season. I'm getting there. We've only ran 3 races of the season so far, but this is a nice fight. But let's try and get back to that lead up here. Still 3 trucks, 1 nose to tail, not really making any moves on each other yet, but they are rolling fast. 25 laps complete, 51 to go. We're about halfway through this race here at Texas Motor Speedway with the Truck Series. They're really closing the gap. Here comes Mike Skinner, got a run on Harvick off of turn 2, diving down, and he couldn't put the nose to him. Harvick shuts the door, and they're still trying to fucking get a move on any move on the 88 truck. They are not letting by. Aerodynamics are blocking these 2 from making any sort of moves on Crafton. He is just holding them right at bay. Everyone else is kind of falling off a little bit. Todd Bodine in the 30 truck is taking over 4th place, and the 11 of TJ Bell is falling back, and Ron Hornaday Jr., who was leading the race way earlier, back in 6th place, 1.8 seconds back from the leader of Matt Crafton. Got a couple of Thor Sport trucks in the top 10, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. The 98 of Michael McDowell is running in 10th place right now, 4.3 seconds back in the race. But we want to keep a focus on this lead right now, because this pass could be made at any moment by Kevin Harvick, and Mike Skinner's right there too, because we don't know. You know, he could get a run and draft on. Here comes the 2 truck of Harvick. Matt Crafton kind of got a little wiggly off there in turn 1 and didn't quite stick the middle of the corner. Now that leaves Harvick an opportunity. He's diving low, didn't have enough momentum, that he's getting slotted back up in line. Now Skinner's trying to make a dive. These trucks, all 3 of them, are even under the hood. 2 Chevrolets and a Toyota under a blanket, fighting for the lead at Texas Motor Speedway. Still Crafton hanging on to the lead, and staying out seemed to be the strategy. He was the only truck that stayed out, and Skinner also stayed out too, but Harvick can't get by the 88 truck, who's on older tires, and he's just burning away his stuff here, running in 2nd place right now. The 07 is falling completely out of the top 10. That was the 3rd truck that stayed out under that last caution, but these 2 seem to have fast enough trucks that they seem confident to stay out, unless they got a strategy played on later on for this race. Fight starting to happen back here in 5th place. Things start moving around. Ron Hornaday Jr. starting to wake up a little bit. It must be a long-term truck for that 33 versus a short-term, because he's now starting to wake back up again and move towards the front. The 16 of Brian Scott right on his tail, getting under the 11 of TJ Bell, trying to get by that Toyota. Man, that's a sexy looking Toyota. I love the freaking red flames, or the orange flames, and the red horse on the side of the truck. That looks cool. Also, same with this 33 Longhorn Chevrolet. It's also a pretty sexy truck. Based on the telemetry and all that, the Fox Sports 1 up there, you can see the 88 of Matt Crafton is still leading. Here comes the 16 diving down on Ron Hornaday Jr., trying to get around him. He said, hey, I followed you this far, but you're holding me up. I'm going to pass you. But these guys are all dealing now with Norm Benning, who's holding up the 30. Oh man, watch it there. Todd Bodine got there tight on the inside of the 57, and the 33 of course gets the worst of it. The worst luck, stuck behind the slow lap truck, and now he's finally getting underneath him in turn 1. Lost everything he gained 4 on that straightaway. There's the 98 of Michael McDowell, that second ThorSport truck that's in the field, now up into 9th place, and Austin Dillon has now cracked the top 10 in the 3 Chevrolet. Mike Skinner has fallen off this fight for the lead pretty far. He's now 0.6 of a second back from the leader, and the 2 truck of Harvick looking to try and still make a move on Matt Crafton. It's come down to a 2-horse race, 32 laps out of 51 complete so far. And the Harvick still has not been able to get around. He still has the fresher tires, mind you. Matt Crafton did not pit that last caution. Harvick did, and he was the first one out on pit road, 4th on the restart, and was able to quickly get behind this 88 truck, but still has not been able to get underneath him, make a pass on him, do nothing to advance his position. And they did go by a couple of lap trucks too, so none of that even seemed to help out with making a pick for Harvick to get around this 88 bright neon yellow Menards Chevrolet. Mike Skinner is starting to reel back into the picture a little bit. He's closed the gap from 0.6 to 0.5 now, just under 0.6, 5.8, but he's really reeling in this lap. He's caught the draft of the 2 truck. He might have momentum if he catches these 2 right. He might blow the doors right off of both of them. He's coming with a head of steam into turn 1. Nowhere to go with it though. They're kind of all diving as low as they can to that white line. How close can you bring that left front to that white line? Again, the momentum killed by the 5 truck. He's still got like a truck length gap. He can't get up to the back bumper of the 2 truck like the 2 truck is to the 88 truck. Something with that 5 truck just doesn't have the power to punch through that air bubble in between those 2 trucks. Now 3 trucks back in the picture again. Mike Skinner's still reeling in there. If these 2 happen to mess each other up, Mike Skinner's going to be right there for these, for the victory. The 16 of Brian Scott's worked his way into 4th place, 5.6 seconds back from these 3, and then the 98 of Michael McDowell has moved his way into the top 5. That is 2 ThorSport trucks in the top 5, and he is 5.76 seconds back. And now we got another lap truck, couple of lap trucks in the picture here. Harvick trying to get air up under the, the back end of Matt Crafton, get him loose in the corner. It's not working. He's trying everything that he can do. And lap trucks, the 48, the 03, and the, who is that there in the picture? I couldn't tell, but we got 3 lap trucks. That's Ryan Sieg in the 39 up there. The 48 and the 03 of Chrissy Wallace. 3 wide. Oh, that's going to be tight. Harvick, where are you going? Just kind of get through these lap trucks. The lap trucks really need to get single filed out to kind of get themselves out of the way here for the leaders of the fight. The 48 trucks blocking the hell out of the 2. And that's not gonna, Harvick's not gonna be happy about this. That's allowing the 88 to escape, and Harvick just lost so much time to the 88 of Matt Crafton thanks to the 48 truck. I don't even know who that is. Sponsored by Rockingham Speedway. Will probably be there later this year, but now he's got some ground to make up. He's getting like pushed by the 5 of Skinner, and here comes Ryan Sieg trying to block the 2 as well. That's leaving Matt Crafton now. It's got a second gap on the 2 of Kevin Harvick. Look at him down there going into turn 3. He's got all the space in the world that he needs. 37 laps complete. Going to come down to 38 complete, a 51 to go. I'm trying to, that's like 22 laps left of the race. Crafton's down pit road. I just saw the 88 of Crafton down pit road. This must be scheduled because he did stay out. Now he has given up the lead to the 2 of Kevin Harvick. Gonna see him make his service. This should be scheduled for what he's got plans for. This should get him to the end of the race, I imagine. The 5 of Mike Skinner just radioing as well. He's coming down pit road 1 lap later from the 88 of Matt Crafton. The 2 trucks that stayed out on that last caution coming down. Now the 2 of Harvick's got a pretty decent gap on the second place 16 of Brian Scott. And speaking of the mess right now, look at all these lap trucks. The 98 of Michael McDowell taking advantage, moving into second place, 4.2 seconds back from the 2 truck of Harvick. They are in this clusterfuck of lap cars. The 3, the 03 of Chrissy Wallace, the 39 of Ryan Sieg, and then the other one that I already lost sight of. They have been really having some issues with these leaders blocking them and really spreading up the fight for this race right now. Brian Scott is in 3rd place, Ron Hornaday Jr. is in 4th, and Todd Bodine in the 30 is in 5th place right now. That is your top 5. Harvick has a 4.7 second gap on 2nd place right now, crossing the line with 10 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway. He is looking to try and get his first victory of the season somewhere in 2009. If it happens to be a truck, it's a truck. I'm sure this guy needs any momentum he can for that Cup Series to get him, where he needs to be. He's had a rough start to the season so far. More lap trucks causing issues for the 2nd to 5th place battle. The 16 of Brian Scott gets by the 98 of Michael McDowell, who gets stuck behind the 19. Here comes Ron Hornaday Jr. for 4th place as well, and Todd Bodine sneaks by. as well as the 11 and many more. The 98 just went from second place all the way back to 6th, and that is just the beauty of NR 2003 right there. Watch out for lap cars. Do not fall in the same train track as they are. 16 kind of tucked up behind the 07 there for a second. That allowed Ron Hornaday Jr. to get a nice pull, a nice draft, and get close, but it didn't quite help him going through turns 3 and 4. 89, a Lafferty still out on the track, who was a caution earlier, who was stopped in the middle of 3 and 4, but he's got that 89 rolling again. 07 as well was involved in something earlier, but both still running by, just trying to get out of the way of these leaders. Brian Scott taking off with second place, Ron Hornaday Jr. third. These guys are really racing hard to try and catch the 2 car of Harvick. They are 7.4 seconds back. Harvick does not have to worry about much as we're closing down to 5 laps to go in this race. Ron Hornaday Jr. slid up the track. That's now Todd Bodine taking over the third place position, and here comes TJ Bell in the 11. Something happened with that 33 truck in 3 and 4. He slipped up there and lost a lot of momentum. Gonna lose 2 spots because of it. The entire top 10 is well outside 7 seconds from the 2 truck of Kevin Harvick, and the fight is here right now. All these trucks in the top 10 are pretty damn close, fighting each other, and as long as they stick to the bottom, it seems like that second lane is not working out very well for any of these trucks tonight. Once you get up there in that lighter asphalt area, you just fall backwards. You lose any momentum that you have. That inside kind of staying in that dark groove close to the white line is the way to go. That's where Harvick's been, or running up on that first seam there where that first paved lane is. Harvick just radioed in that he's not going to have enough to make it to the end. He needs to come down pit road right now. He's bringing this 2 truck down. He's not going to be able to win this. 7 laps remaining left in this race, and this 2 truck's pulling it down. Yep, he's slowing it down. You see him now, 14 going right back by him, the truck that he just put a lap down, and he is coming down pit road. Couldn't quite do it. I don't know if that's gonna let the 2 truck of Kevin Harvick get this victory tonight. That might have just snuffed out any chances that he had. That now gives the lead to the 16 of Brian Scott, who has got the 30 of Todd Bodine breathing down his neck for this race lead now. This is where things are gonna get tight, as you see, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th place, all under 1 second now. This is where the fight's gonna be. 6 laps to go for the 16 truck of Brian Scott, coming down to 5 laps to go as it crosses this line. Lap 46 of 51. Who's got enough fuel to make it to the end of the checkered flag? Will it be the 16, or is it going to be one of these other trucks? Because they did come down in pit. Harvick also did come down in pit, but he did not have enough to make it to the end. Don't know if he went for a 2-tire stop or a 4-tire. He did come out pretty early as well. Here he is back on track right ahead of the 16, and it looks like he is at least 1 lap down. Not quite 2 though. He's going to stay ahead of the 16. Maybe not. Here comes the 16. Still got power to the inside of the 2. Going to put him 2 laps down. That is a heartbreak for any Kevin Harvick fans out there. He is racing so hard to just stay 1 lap down, and this 2 truck was the truck to beat. Brian Scott doesn't make something happen with this 2 truck though. Harvick, might be a fight, bring Todd Bodine and the 11, might bring a lot more of the trucks into this fight. Harvick is a Chevrolet, and these are some Toyotas racing for this race win right now. 98, ThorSport, Michael McDowell is the closest Chevrolet to the lead. Michael McDowell's going underneath the 11, and TJ Bell looking for 3rd place. 48 of 51, got about 4 laps to go. Can he make anything happen? We've got 3 Toyotas, 1 Chevrolet. He's all over the back bumper of the 11. Someone gonna be making a pit stop? Is the 16 coming out? 16's coming down pit road. That leaves the leader going to the 30 truck. Top 3 right now: Todd Bodine, TJ Bell, Michael McDowell. Race for the lead. 3 laps to go. I don't know who else is going to be making a stop down pit road. Who's got enough fuel to get to the end of this? Will Todd Bodine? Will it be Michael McDowell? He's diving down underneath the inside of TJ Bell. Is this for a move, or is he going to be coming down pit road? I don't have any word on communication. That is a pass made. The 98 of Michael McDowell. Oh, are they all coming down? 98, the 11's coming down. The only one that's not coming down is the 30 of Todd Bodine. Oh man, I can't get the cameras back there. Come on, get us over there. Get us there. Get us there. 30 of Todd Bodine right now. 2 laps to go. Lap and a half to go for this guy. Will he have enough fuel to make it to the end? He has been kind of a sleeper all day. He's been in the top 5, top 10 all night long, but really has not had any impact on challenging for the race lead. He's coming by, not slowing down for pit road, coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go for the 30 of Todd Bodine. A Smithers 1 to go. Is he going to have enough fuel to make it to the end of this race? Everybody that was competing for this race win had to pull it down pit road. There's only 6 trucks on the lead lap, and the last one is the 2 of Kevin Harvick. Got his lap back and is if any chance, can redeem himself, but I don't think so because the 30 truck is right on his tail and it's just got to coast around these last two corners to get this victory. Don't got to worry about those two lap cars that are fighting, bumping each other down there. Ricky Carmichael, Ryan Sieg. 30 truck of Todd Bodine had enough fuel, crosses the line, gets the win at Texas Motor Speedway, is going to be wearing the cowboy hat tonight. 3 cars to finish on the lead lap. David Starr and Kevin Harvick are the only other 2. Nice rebound for the 2 car, being the first one coming down pit road, but just didn't have enough laps to rebound and get the lead back. Really unfortunate for Kevin Harvick, but one driver's unfortunacy is another driver's lucky night, and that is Todd Bodine getting the victory. The first Truck Series regular to get the victory in the season so far, because I've been bushwhacking the hell out of this series this season in 2009, but congratulations to Todd Bodine. I have to say I'm ashamed of myself about that race. We were rolling pretty hard and pretty good for the first few races of the Camping World Truck Series of 2009. Smithers Racing had a banging start. Texas seems to be our Achilles heel when it comes to the first time we come here. I struggle, but I seem to do better once we get to like the later half and the pressure's on for the championship. I don't understand it, but we lost our points lead in the Truck Series, only by 9 points though. I am loving how close this points fight is for the lead. TJ Bell takes over in the number 11, which I believe is the guy that tapped me in turn 4 and spun me out to begin with. So maybe he just got tired of me winning races and wanted to take the point lead for himself. I think I only completed maybe 1 or 2 green flag laps that entire race, and the rest of it was up in the commentator's booth. Kevin Harvick, I imagine, is probably walking away more upset than I am about this race. He was running away with the lead and then had to pit with like less than 10 laps to go in the race and came back to rally in 2nd position. It hadn't updated yet when the leader had crossed the finish line when I had said he was in 3rd, but eventually finished in 2nd because I think 2nd place pitted like on the final lap anyway, and it gave him the position. Michael McDowell had a good day with Thor Sport. He's only 30 points outside of the lead, down in 11th place. Mike Skinner, David Starr, some Truck Series regulars that are pretty decent in the series that did not finish the Daytona race, pretty much wrecked out early. I'm glad that at least some of these guys that are up with me finished kind of poorly today, so it kind of saved me from dropping as far as I could have. Page number 2, Johnny Sauter holds the 12th position, and I believe he got in a wreck early on into this race as well, or got involved in the wreck that I was in. I remember seeing that 13 truck sideways at one point. Kyle Busch was looking to have an outstanding day, qualifying on the pole and leading some laps, but mechanical failure on the 51 sent him to the 41st position. He's down in 19th in points and not where he is expected to be for the dominance that he has had in that 51 truck. James Buescher in the 10 had a pretty decent day. I believe he was finished in the top 15, his first one of the entire season out of the first 3 races, so he's making forward progress. And the number 8 of Dennis Setzer also had some damage and didn't finish the race. Another early start for BK Racing in the Truck Series. Brad Keselowski behind the wheel, that number 29. He hung up that wheel pretty early, hung up his helmet pretty early, because he clobbered the hell out of either me or the truck that I got into after I got hit, and he didn't make it. He was spewing oil all over the track, and he's gonna have to do some refinancing, I think, if he wants to. He needs to get some sponsors on that fucking truck. Austin Dillon wasn't in this race, and we're starting to get into some truck drivers that I've only made 1 or 2 starts, did not participate in this race today. Here's everybody else who is in the top 43 closing out. Race number 4 is going to be scheduled in Iowa, and I don't know when that race exactly is going to be for lining up with the Cup Series schedule, but I'll figure that out down the road. I know there's going to be a couple week break from the Truck Series until I get to Iowa, but I also got some other tracks lined up to do another triple header, so that'll help guide me as to when that race is going to be. Still got the Nationwide Series coming up at Texas, running another Joe Gibbs race in the number 20 Toyota. I'm looking forward to be screaming around this track a little bit quicker, and I think based on some practice that I've already done, that car's handling pretty damn well. Cup car I haven't even gotten into yet, figure out where my 43 car's at yet, but we'll get there. The weekend's just begun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and of course, if you're new to the channel, if you want to follow along my NR2003 career, hit the subscribe button down below. I love you all, and I thank you for watching the video, and I will catch you for the Nationwide Series race very soon. Peace out.